All right, here we go. So I promised a video about how to switch over a tumbler and save your grit for future use. So I will gather up all the supplies I need, head into the kitchen, and we'll get started there. Okay, so what you're gonna need is you're gonna need your used tumbles, okay? You're gonna need a container that has a lip. You can use one that doesn't, but it is a little more difficult. And then you're gonna need a slurry container. And I just got this from the dollar store. This is my level 1 slurry. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and open these. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dump them right into here. Let them drain off a little bit, rinse them a little bit, and then pour the slurry into there. And then I will wash my rocks off and dump the extra slurry and dirt outside. Okay, so you can see this is the water from the first rinse. It's very, very gross. Do not want this going down the drain, so I will dump this out in my garden. And this is what I let my rocks soak for a little while in some water. And I'm going to take and shake them and move them around. It's warm water. So I'm going to take them out probably into the bathtub just because it's a bigger work area there for me. And then I'm going to clean up my containers and get them ready for level 3 pre-polish, which I have right here a container of. And I'm going to get that going pretty soon. Okay, I have no idea when it quit recording. Sorry, hopefully you got to see some of this. So I'm now on my second barrel and I'm on the spot where I'm gonna rinse my barrel out. Just fill it up halfway with water so I can swish it around. And then I'm just gonna pour it right over the top of my rocks here. Got just a little bit more, so I'll just get a little tiny bit more water, swish it around, pour it out over the top of my rocks, and then what I'm left with is a slurry, and these rocks are going to get rinsed out over here. So I'm just going to take my bucket that I've labeled for level 1. I'm just going to pour all of this right in, and then to get the bottom where the heavier materials have settled, just shake it down, and I have plenty of space to add a little water. I want to get all that fine grit and rock in here. Okay, so now that I'm done doing that, I can save this and use this next time I do a level 1. What will happen is it will separate. I will pour out some of the water on the very top. So it will separate probably down to here. I'll pour out the water on top, and then I'll use the bottom slurry for my rocks. Now I need to pick up my mess here real quick and I'll get right back with you. Now it is really, really important when you are cleaning out your barrels to make sure that you get every little bit of that grit out. So this needs to get dumped out in the garden, which it will, and all of the pieces need to get cleaned up really well, and then I'll be back with rocks in there that are ready for polish. Maybe not all the rocks that I pull out of this last group are ready, so I might take some that I have that are in a bucket of rocks ready to go into pre-polish. Okay, so I'm just going to include some rocks. I want to see how they will do in a pre-polish. These ones have already been through level 1 and 2. Okay, now it is really important to inspect your rocks and make sure there's no cracks or holes or crevices anywhere that the grit could be hiding. If there is grit in there, like see how this one has a crack, there could be grit down inside of that crack that will come loose in the final polish, or in this stage of polishing. So I just want to go through any rocks that I need to clean off extra well. I will do that, and then I will go ahead and put them all in the tumbler. So let's see what happens in the next round. Okay, so I elected to keep out these pieces because they either have cracks in them that the grit has gotten into, or holes. So these pieces will either get washed really well, or I will go over them with a grinding stone just to get rid of any of the cracks and such, and then I will put them in the next tumble group.